Hello everyone, I thought I'd come up here really quick and get some more stuff out for you guys. I've got some stuff I want to catch up on. I kind of screwed up my sleeping pattern again, so I'll probably be awake most nights now. So yeah, here we go. Against All Odds 2010. This is continuing my series. It's Valentine's Day. So guess what? We're gonna go with this thing. So we got the global title kicking things off. The build up to this would be like Hulk Hogan would be throwing people at Eric Young, and this would be the latest one. Like he like every week it would be like, Eric, you're going to be defending the global title against such and such. It's a way to kind of introduce it. Later on, it will be the TV title. And he puts him up against Pope D'Angelo Dinero. So yeah, that's essentially the storyline through this. Then we have the Knockouts Tag Belts. We've got the tag team of Tara and ODB teaming up. They're former rivals, or rivals that are actually tag team champions. Hogan kind of puts a thing on them like, okay guys, you want to be you want to keep your jobs, you're going to have to get along. No funny business between you two, sort of thing, as long as you hold those tag belts. So yeah, they're kind of getting along, sort of, but there's still, you can still, like, there'll be always still tension there, though. They insult each other and stuff, going forward. So yeah, Tara and ODB, though, there's a bunch of miscommunications, they're not getting along, and it costs them the match, and the beautiful people win. Velvet Sky gets the pin. Oh, and this incarnation is Madison Rayne and Velvet Sky, by the way. So yeah, we got those ones here. Alright, so then we got the farewell match. Amazing Red versus Consequences Creed. He's pretty much done after this. Creed sort of puts it on himself here. I can't remember if his contract expired or whatever, but like, essentially this would be like his farewell. He's sort of like former X Division champion, kind of puts it out there that I think he's former tag champion as well. I think he had a tag titles for a spell as well. He can't. He's sort of like, you know what? I don't know if I can. If I don't win this, I'm done, sort of thing. He puts it on himself. So Amazing Red sort of wins. He just outclasses him. It's babyface versus babyface program. Not a lot of storyline needed between these first few matches. Like, even Tara and ODB, you wouldn't need a huge deal between them. So we got the band, and basically they've been ducking championship opportunities. There's always something, you know. Oh, Nash is like, oh, my knee hurts, or and my neck, it's not good, you know. And even Scott Hall's like, I'm not in good enough shape to go tonight, and sort of things. Or they kind of duck these things. And finally Hogan says, you know what, guys, you better show it against All Odds. You're going to defend those belts against 3 teams, elimination style. So it's not one quick victory for you guys. You're going to have to go through 3 teams to hold those belts. And those 3 teams are the 3 best ones. We've got British Invasion, Beer Money, and the Motor City Machine Guns. And you know what? They don't hold on to the belts, because by the next shot, X-Pac is gone. Beer Money, James Storm of Beer Money pins Magnus, and after that, Nash pins Bobby Roode. But after that, Chris Sabin comes in, does his maneuver, pins Sean Waltman. 1, 2, 3. That's all over. And you know what? I keep that last thing that going. And also I kind of bring up the history that Alex Shelley used to be friends with Nash. Sabin had that rivalry with him. And yeah. Then we got Mr. Anderson taking on Matt Morgan. I kind of think I should have flipped these next two matches, like flipped the two opponents around. But you know what? Basically, it's two heels going up against each other. Ric Flair sort of decided that Matt Morgan's kind of the future. He's kind of like the Lex thing, and yeah, he's the blueprint and everything, and you know, he's the DNA of TNA. Sort of like do that with him. He's sort of like cocky and everything, and Anderson's sort of like come here to prove himself, sort of thing. They're both figuring out who could try and get in line for the next title shot, because Joe's got it locked up at the moment. Kurt Angle versus Jeff Jarrett. This is just basically a Legends type of deal, like two guys. There's a way to draw up money for the pay-per-view. Like say, hey, these guys haven't gone at it. They may have gone at it. I think they went at it at the previous Bound for Glory. It's like this is the big pay-per-view rematch from Bound for Glory. Kurt Angle versus Jeff Jarrett. And you know what? They're gonna see what they can do out there. Kurt's sort of like on this quest to put on great matches, and Jeff Jarrett's like the next in line for this. Basically, Kurt's journey for the next while is going to be proving that he is still good enough to compete at this level, sort of thing. He's going to face off against a lot of older guys, younger guys. He's going to be on a quest. He's going to say, well, hey, I can't be the champion, but as long as AJ's got the belt, but I'm going to try and beat him like this. I'm going to beat him by putting on the best match up against him. So he's going to have to always come out at the end of the show and try and top me, sort of thing. That's so the rivalry's kind of between them is still kind of going on, but it's like, hey, I'm going to beat you by outclassing you in the ring. Okay, we've got Destination X next. Yeah, so hopefully you guys can be here for that. That will be pretty interesting, because I'm going to keep the kind of X Division theme to it. That's kind of going to be there. So hopefully you will enjoy that. See you all next time.